Oh, me
have to
too.
pick up my
Yeah.
daughter at school.
I've got a, well, maybe I don't have a chart going. I've got a training session that I had to pull forward from yesterday. So,
And I can't believe I didn't realize it was Tuesday.
oh no, I've been thinking it's Monday. I've been like posting my alerts for 5/29 because it's the first trading day. That's how that works, right? Okay. Well, I can't
Every
get
day is every day is the same for me here in
right.
the tropics.
Exactly.
There's no change in here. Here you have there's no such thing as cold. You have high humidity and low humidity, and those are the seasons.
That's hysterical.
And the low humidity is still like 65%.
I'm not able to pull up a chart. Give me just a sec. For some reason, it's showing that it's selecting, but it is not. I guess we get either audio or video, one of the two. Those are our two choices. Oh, frustrating. Let's try.
On that note, as far as humidity here, they say that um, mosquitoes don't fly here; they float.
They float, right? Hell, I added a new window capture, so I think we're in good shape now. Yeah. Noah should have just left the mosquitoes. That's all I'm going to say. Leave them off.
Mosquitoes are the worst, especially here. They spread more than they spread a lot of disease here. One of the things, the biggest thing is dengue, and you get so sick you feel like you have measles for 10 days.
Holy moly.
But it usually happens out in the where the locals live because they live amongst themselves a lot. Where I live is in the tourist area, and so we don't really have a big problem with that. But what I worry about
Yeah.
is my daughter goes to school with a lot of the local kids,
In the petri dish
and
of
and
preschool,
that's
right?
where they catch it.
For sure. Okay, I am ready. It looks like I've got a live chart recording. Looks like I've got stream running. Okay, I think we're good now. Tech end. All right, what's our first one?
Zoom, ZM. I'm already looking at it. I don't like it much, but I don't really know what to say about it.
Well, just from memory, I do not love it at all. However, nearing all-time lows. Let me look a little deeper. Let's see what volume tells us. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Nope.
mean, over 70, I'd start looking at it, I guess.
So volume point of control is spot on 69.95, and I would call
Oh,
that
there
on
you go.
sale. Yeah, that's I'm a not touch that thing. Let's see. Let me look at weekly really quick so I can get a better idea of what that might be.
That's where I saw the 70 mark. The 70 price I liked was on weekly. I don't like the daily at all. I mean, I see some uh, resistance, but it went over it today and then it's back under it. So, I mean, that's really concerning.
Yeah,
That's kind of
I
like what
can't
SPY's
buy
done
this.
today. If it can hold over 66, it has a chance. But right now it's, at 65.
I like it even less on the weekly than I did on the monthly. So I'm gonna go back and just post a monthly chart because that's not for me. I mean, yeah. I think Zoom is one of those tickers that people just fell in love with. Hold on just a sec. I gotta silence this.
Yeah, I'm trying to like it here, but I don't. It just looks like it's, you need more time on it to get an idea of what it can or can't do. When I say I don't like a chart, it's not because it's not easy to read. It's just because it's not giving it's not giving enough info to get an idea because, as you know,
It's just still weak and
uh,
could still be shortable. Just because it's all the way down near all-time lows does not mean that it could not continue to go down. And we have
uh,
a host of other charts that could,
I just don't like it. 66, 66 support. It's already under that. That's why it just doesn't give you a good read on it. So there's really nothing to kind of go off of yet. I'd say wait. If you're looking to buy it, don't. If you're looking to short it, don't.
right.
Wait for some more information over the next couple of days and then look at it again. Maybe next Tuesday when we come back around to
Yeah.
lunch and learn again. That's what I think about it.
Yeah, I think people just really loved it because it was great during COVID and getting addicted to that random reward, those kind of pops. That thing was so fun to trade when I was like, took me 3 days to figure out how to get all my tech up and running for my personal training business. And Zoom was definitely part of that. But I'll tell you what, um, I think it's a thing of the past. That's my official opinion. I still use it all day
Right.
long, but moving on. All right, next one is Costco, COST.
Yeah.
I think the last time we did this, I did CSCO. But neither here nor there. Okay,
This one's kind of easy to read for me.
pretty heavy consolidation here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd buy it over 512. But if it holds 512, not go over 512. I'd look at it as an entry if it got over 512 and held, and if it gapped up over 512, I'd wait for a bounce back at 512. It's not a bad looking chart.
I'm gonna draw some trend lines. So I'm watching a symmetrical triangle here. I have, I'd like a dip buy on it at 487.58. Get my colors right. And I don't know that that's going to happen, but it's not too far away. And then really there's even 497.86. And I'm just on monthly chart right now of their 528.71. And let's flip out to weekly. Oh, trend lines.
You know, I take that back. I'm thinking more like 513. What I said about 512, I'm changing to 513. I'd wait for it to break over 513. And if it gapped up and it held, I would look to get in. If it
I see
gapped
where
up
you're.
over, I'd wait for it
Yep.
to bounce on 513.
There's a little tiny high volume node just above there at like 515, 516, but I see from a candle perspective where you're coming up with that on the weekly.
Hey, well, exactly.
actually
That's what
super.
changed my mind. I
Yeah.
was looking at it on a daily, and I just changed my mind on when I went back to the weekly. Also, if you look at the previous week's candle, love those for those wick rejections. Either up or down. That's for an up move on the weekly.
I am not loving my trend line that I drew on the monthly. Oh, okay. I'll readjust. I have to go back to monthly and see what we have. What is it doing?
Coiling. You can see that it's some people call it consolidation.
Yep. Building power. Yep.
Okay. I think on the weekly it's it's coiling. For me, consolidation is more of a I guess, well, maybe that's what you're looking at it, but from
well, I think coiling and consolidation
January,
are the same thing, right? So it's building energy.
March 20th,
haven't sold
March
off.
20th to now, it's consolidating. But if you go all the way back to 4/4 of 2022 and 5/16 of 2022 and draw a trend line or a trend line. Let me see here. Oh, it's breaking
Well,
that one.
our volume point of control is actually, we're sitting right on top of that. Well, 495.29 is our near term volume point of control over the last like 2 years. gonna go ahead and drop a level in there. Nope, I was off just a
Yeah,
little bit.
it's actually looking bullish. I'm gonna put another.
Yep. Okay. So I have if we can close this month anywhere above 500, I'm probably,
It's definitely looking bullish. I'm gonna
yeah,
post a different, it's a weekly, but I added.
I'm gonna look at daily before I post something really quick. I'm so mad at TradingView. All my attachment points keep changing. And I thought they were going to have this figured out, but clearly not.
The more I look at Costco, the more I like it. Let me know when you're finished with that one.
I think I've got
Cedar,
that
I'm
one
done.
ready. Okay, let's see. And chart going up.
Wow. I just switched over to Abgo while I was waiting.
Okay. AVGO.
Wow. Yeah. Holy moly, I haven't seen that one for a while. Man, I wish I would have saw that.
Oh, brutal. Yep. Yeah, as soon as that breakout happened over the 677, I haven't looked at this chart. Holy moly. Let's see.
Yeah, well, I would have had it at 665, at a hold at 665, and you know what? I don't know. I have to go. Let me go to the daily. Let's see what we have.
I would have been 675. I would have to have a all-time high breakout, but that's some beautiful stuff right there. I haven't traded
Yeah, it is.
this since.
Oh man, you did have a chance. Looking at I wish I would have saw this. Draw a line across 674, 675, 674, top of December 27th, 2021. And look what it did just as it broke out.
Yep.
Man, this is about as perfect as you could get.
That's what I was saying. I would be above 675. Absolutely. Exactly. So let's see what we have.
Yeah, I'm gonna post something here so people can see what I'm talking about.
And I'm on monthly and it's just like beautiful. 678.70 is where I come up with. Let me look at that candle and make sure that's right.
Look what it did. Man, it gave you such a
677.89. Is that candle? I am not very happy with TradingView right now. Yep. Okay.
okay, I'm gonna post this. This thing was like perfect. This is exactly what you look for. I'm posting a chart right now. If you look back at where I started my trend line back on December 27th of 2021, and then look at the arrow that I have, and it's like exactly what you look for in a chart and exactly where you enter. It's just so perfect.
And before I look at yours, I'm going to go ahead and plant mine. Of course, then I have to go fix all the levels. I'm going to have to find out why they have not corrected this yet.
What I was talking about on the previous chart, when I was talking about when I was talking about Costco, I was talking about getting the break and then the bounce, catching the bounce. Right here on Abgo is exactly what I'm talking about. It's too late now. This is
Yeah,
exactly
way
what I was.
too late.
If you apply this to Costco, this is what I was talking about.
All right. I think I got my. Oh, now it's even different from daily to weekly. Now I'm even more frustrated. Usually that fixes it. Okay. Well, the good news is at all-time highs, there is no way to tell. I mean, you really could. Let me, okay. How I might determine where things. I don't know. This thing is
I think Newbie
hard.
was asking Ghost about this one, so I don't know.
I'm gonna give it
Maybe
some
not, I don't know. But anyways, that's my take
random
on it.
big. Okay. Copy link.
As far, if you're in this thing and you're really raking in the money, I'd put stop losses in and I'd buy put options as a hedge for the earnings. Only if you're already in. If you're not in, don't even play this thing. I'm going by somebody, our newbie 567 said they have ER coming in the next couple of days.
Yeah,
I
do
don't know.
not touch it. Nope. I'd be out of this right now with that top wick on that monthly. Or are we weekly? Yeah, weekly. So top
Yeah, I
wick
mean,
on the
if you're in
weekly.
it, man, take your money and get the hell out. Really. I mean, if you don't get out of here, I hear it's really a bad trading mistake. Man, I wish I would have saw that. That's exactly what you look for.
All right, next one.
All right, next one is Hood.
I don't even want to look at this ticker. I'm not gonna lie. Yep, I already knew. Yep.
I don't like the way they run the company for one thing.
Hood goes right there with Zoom for me. It was a yay. Well, everything was closed, but once you trade on it a little bit, you realize you can't get executions and you're off of it. So I can't. They're how long have we been in consolidation? Really, since for a year and a half? Hell no. Absolutely not. Okay, I'm just going to post my
I
weekly.
mean, if you wanted to enter it, I'd probably look at it at right around 830, 840. If you're looking to, for some reason you want to get in, if you have some sort of a long-term look at it, that you believe in it, whatever. But I wouldn't get in now. In fact, it looks like it's probably going to come back to, looks like it tried to break out here, or it is breaking out.
All right, I put a couple of trend lines in, but that's nothing for me. That's symmetrical triangle into late this year, into Q4.
It could bounce on 880. You're right there. I mean, I don't know. I don't like it at all. I mean, I'm just saying when I say I don't like it, it's because I just absolutely wouldn't play it. But because you want us to look at it, I would buy the bounce at 880 or wait until it gets all the way down to 840, 835 and buy it there. Those are the two bounce spots.
So I guess from a symmetrical triangle perspective, if we didn't close the weekly under like 827, if we did close a weekly over, I'd have to have a weekly close over like 988, and I'd probably say 10. 10 is volume point of control before I would touch anything. And the main reason to target something like this is the short squeeze, because there's a pile of shorts in here. That's they're just sitting and waiting for it to go down. If that squeeze happens, we could see pretty easily like 1150 and 1281, which is 50% on commons. That's not too bad, but that's anticipating that all of this consolidation that we've had over the last year and a half wasn't a large short position, brilliantly peeling off that position when they entered it, somewhere around, I'm going to go with like 37, 35. They let it fall down and now they're just peeling out of it. I don't see anything volume wise. Nothing excites me about that. But if
No,
you're
I don't like
speculative,
it at all. In fact, when I see a chart like this, if it's I don't think they're a good company. I could be wrong. I'm either, I don't know.
yeah,
I just don't like them.
they're poorly
But,
run company. Their business
and
model's
if you look
broken.
at a chart like this, nobody else does either.
Right. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Anything else?
Have anything else, guys? Post something here. Give us something.
Yep, we're done
You
with
got,
all the tickers that have been posted.
let's look if they put something in the market talk. Nope. Wait, we get something here? AI. Wow, come on, newbie. I called that at $17.70. What more do you want me to say?
And the easiest way for us to see the tickers is actually to post it in the thread for the Tuesday Lunch and Learn. Because as we're going along, we're just looking for those. So I'm going back now into Market Talk to see if I can find anything. However, that is how you become the last chart to become analyzed if we have time. So much better because we're going to continue to do this as far as I think like I'm liking it. I think Thor's enjoying it. So use that. We have that thread there and we're going to keep it active so that we're not having to peel them out. I've got a question about AMD 130 call. We probably need some qualification on the actual question about that particular contract. We can look at the chart. So I'm going to go in.
What are you talking about now, Cedar?
AMD, somebody has a question about a 130 call on AMD. However, we don't have contracts. We don't have entry amount. So we can just go in and look at the chart and go from there. I haven't looked at AMD in a
I think I talked about AMD and market talk earlier.
All right. So I think he's looking for profit taking, like where he would be. So if you could do me a favor, make sure that you give us like a contract date. Because if it's weekly, I would be out of this puppy. I would not be, I mean, maybe into tomorrow if you're feeling brave because it's month end. I'll draw some levels. Above here, really 136. I'll go with 136.50. I have all kinds of trouble here.
In case we don't get back to AI, we were on AI for a second. We got switched up here for
AI.
newbie.
Okay.
I am looking at it, and for me, it's probably going to pull back here right at 40, right near 40. If it gets over 40 and holds, it's another buy spot.
All right. AMD looks like it could come back down to 127 pretty easily. Oh no, back pop up to 127. So I'm on the weekly chart all mixed up. Below that's 116. Yeah, I would not be in calls right here on this. If you're in calls, I would be taking profit out and done. Let me post this.
You know, I've mentioned this before as far as when you're trading and looking for places to get in and out of on individual stocks. You know, the SPY levels give you clues on if you should get in or out of a stock. The run up we've had on SPY the last couple days and into the day with that level that I posted at 422, 422.25. To me, that was a top, and I think of course, I said so. And I'm in bought puts, made a chunk on them, and I bought puts again on a run up for tomorrow's expiration. But on the other plays that you're looking at, if you got a really big run up on a stock that you're in right now is the time to get out until we get an idea of what SPY is going to do, because right now it's trying to decide. Even though we were green earlier, I said that it was weak, and of course it did get weak, but it's still trying to decide what it wants to do. It could turn wicked strong later today. But you want to play your individual tickers off of those levels as well.
So AI is
We
one of
got
those reasons that I keep my long-term portfolio in a completely separate account so I don't trade myself out of it. I'm looking for a pretty quick run through the low volume area 4286. So if you're day trading it or swing trading it, 45.25 is the next level above here. There is a pretty decent cluster of volume up at that $50 range. And I put this in long-term portfolio for myself and my kids. So I'm good. If you were swing trading commons, be interested in taking profit at 45 as long as we don't see a pullback coming into this week. Definitely wouldn't let it go lower than about like 37. If it gets below 37 this week, if you're swing trading the commons or trading the commons, then I would be out of it. But that's the difference between a long-term portfolio hold as far as investment. And that's why we have that separate channel. So the long-term investment channel is more built towards building a 5, 10, 15, 20, 30-year hold kind of concept as opposed to swinging commons. So I'll post this chart.
You might be able to get another one in here for Blue Party Hat, GC. Hold. Blue Party Hat, is that gold that you're asking about?
GC is Great Canadian Gaming Corporation. I don't know. I don't have anything here.
I don't.
And then gold futures is the next thing that comes up. Okay? So he's looking at gold futures. I see what's happening. Okay. It's under futures and the COMEX, COMEX.
Yeah. I don't like looking at commodities.
I'm going to look at it just because I hold it physical. Yeah, no.
Resistance is right where it's at right this second is resistance.
I would put it a little bit above here, 1994.
And when you're talking about $3-4 on a
Yeah.
2000,
right.
really matter.
Now let's see.
What I didn't do though is draw a trend line off the bottom.
Well, I tried to do something with March lows, but that didn't work.
It's interesting.
Okay, well, with the trend line off the bottom, we've got a bounce right here as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it does look like that. If it does, then it's going to fall a bit. If it doesn't bounce here, it's going to hit 1860s.
And drop a couple. Got one at 1942, 1900. I'm on weekly also. 1864 has a nice amount of volume there. Volume point of control on our recent trading is 1808.
Yeah, I've got it at 1862.
And then under 1785, it's definitely a short.
And actually, it had a big volume today. Looking at a lot of volume today. It's going to be interesting to see what it does, where it closes today. That candle with the jump saying that it's bullish. Never ever looked at this chart, ever.
I think Hayden's been trading it as far as futures for commodities going, but maybe he's not trading futures. Maybe he's actually just trading the gold contracts. Okay.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Sounds good. I will post this on my YouTube channel for re-listening for those that did not make it, and we'll see you next week, Thor. Thank you.
Thank you. See you guys.